fastest machine.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Why did you get the engine down, engine dropped in now? It's under maintenance?
There's no time.
It's no time.
No time. No time anymore. Used to have time to play with this. Now I don't have time.
Okay.
So I'll probably end up paying the guys out in the shop to end up putting this together.
Okay.
Because there's probably going to be 100 hours to reassemble
I
this
see,
and
I
get
see.
everything right. But yeah, this is. I think I have over 20,000 miles of laps
Oh, really?
on this car right here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the 221st car. So it's really, I think it's probably the second week they started making. It's a 10 of 69. It's a very early car. And yeah, a lot of great memories.
Wow.
A lot of fantastic memories.
Yeah.
And the great thing is you can drive it to work. You can go off on a Sunday and drive along the coast. It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
It's not too noisy. And then you can go to the racetrack and play.
Yeah.
You get to have two cars in one. And the trailer's not that heavy, not that bad.
Okay.
And there's a trailer hitch that goes on the back. Yeah, I have a blast with it. A lot of fun. And no big modifications to the body. We still have the
Yeah, it looks
fender.
like similar to original.
Yes, it is. It
Yeah.
is. And then no wing in the back. You know, it won't go as fast because you don't have aerodynamics. But I want it to be true to a 240Z. Not like a race car.
Okay.
Even the gauges, the interior, everything is the original except for seats.
Except the seat, except the seats.
Right? It's still like a 240Z because I want that experience of being in that cockpit. Right? That's what the feel is. And unfortunately, I just don't have time to put it back together. It's been apart for more than a year and a half, sadly. But it's so much fun to drive.
Yeah.
It's just, there's not much more fun out there than one of these things when they have power and everything is working properly.
I like the way that you tuned like this, though. You tuned like so not far from original.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
As possible as you can.
I retained the character of the original Z. I just added more entertainment.
Added more entertainment. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Right?
Yeah.
But still, it's not turned into a race car. It's not too noisy. It's not too rough. And you could. I mean, I've driven this car to Southern California. I've been to Disneyland with this car. You can. I drive 3-4 hours to racetracks.
Okay.
Come back. You get the reliability of Japanese craftsmanship. It's hard to beat that. So yeah. A lot of great experiences in this.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, so it's just unfortunately very dirty.
Not so dirty.
But the paint is good. And
Paint is still good.
yeah, well, it's been repainted. This was all restored in 1989 through 1993.
Okay.
That was when it was a complete full teardown restoration. And then from 94, I started driving out on the racetrack and to and from work.
Oh, so from 1994? 1994.
My first engine I had in here, that went about 17,000 miles in laps before it failed. And then the one I just put in, which is built by a place called Les Collins Racing in Australia, I was running Mikuni carburetors, 50 millimeter Mikuni carburetors, okay? And I always wanted to be a carburetor person, but then I started having problems with California fuel and carburetors. California fuel is not very good. It has issues with carburetors. So I figured, well, maybe I'll just go more modern technology. I went fuel injection. I went with a Motec system. And that required me to send the engine back to Australia because there's a lot of updates I wanted to do. And that took a year. And now that's what you saw sitting in the shop. Now we're completely updated. And now that means putting the harness in for the fuel injection. Got to do some modifications to the gas tank, for the fuel system. So you're inventing all this new work, right?
So you mean the states of California prohibited too much carbohydrate, so that is why you have had to...
Yeah, the fuel in California has additives that can be harmful to floats.
Okay, okay.
Actual float in the carburetor. And the California fuel boils at a lower temperature than other states and other countries.
I see, I
So
see.
it's a problem in hot weather. And that creates a reliability issue, a starting issue, a drivability issue.
I see.
And I just needed to get away from that. Because it was
Okay.
a problem. see? So, but then going to fuel injection means more work putting the car back.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
absolutely.
And now hating it because of that. So I don't know if it's a great decision.
It's been almost 30 years since you started driving that individual, right?
Yeah.
How come you keep that good condition in the paint and almost
Well,
everything?
when you love an object, you take care of it.
Oh yeah.
It's a little bit human to me.
Oh wow, that's beautiful
there's
expression.
embarrassing pictures of me actually hugging this car.
Oh, you're hugging this car.
But they are out there somewhere.
Oh God.
Because I've had so many incredible experiences. I had one time where I went to a Porsche only event at Laguna Seca where it's like 90 Porsches.
Okay.
And this car was the celebrity of the day. It was the only
Celebrity of the day.
Of the day because of how powerful and quick it was around the track. And that most of those Porsche owners earlier in their life had one.
Okay.
And so you get all these people coming up to you, telling you their stories.
I
When
see.
they were
I
in high
totally
school or
understand.
college,
Yeah.
They had a Z and there was a story. So I had 40 people come up to me with a story about their Z.
So because
in their early
they have experience to have Nissan Z once, right? Before they have Porsche before.
Exactly.
Oh wow. So they have,
So you
yeah.
meet people, you hear their stories, and that is inspired by this old car and its memories. It's memories for people, and so you build relationships from having this kind of a car, and that's what I think is part of what makes these cars so magical to people. It's not necessarily driving them so much. There's lots of nice cars to drive because a lot of it is memories. It's that there's this culture that has been created.
Yes.
You know, like, oh, my dad had one.
Oh yeah.
My uncle had one. And that's enough to make it something special where that someone, when they grow up, they want to have a Z. Not because they like the Z, because there was memories of that.
Yeah.
That's what got me into a Z is my neighbor had one.
Yep.
It was new. I was very young. I went for a ride in it. And that planted the seed for me to love Zs. Even though, why? What's so special? There's Porsches, you know, and there's a lot of nice Porsches back then too.
Yep.
But for me, it was the experience of going in that car at that age, at that time. And that is what gave me that seed that grew into a need, a desire, which is what Porsche's been doing. And Ferrari does it. They market to the young person very early, and that if they ever get to a place financially in their life where they can afford it, they don't really know why, subconsciously desire these cars.
Yeah.
Like the Lamborghini, right? It's like these cars are not high quality cars. They're very difficult to drive.
Okay.
You can't go anywhere. You can't park them anywhere. But people desire them.
Yeah.
It's on
true.
children's posters in their bedrooms. Like for him, it's posters in his bedroom when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden he has to have one as an adult. Even though there's really no logical reason for it.
Yeah.
It's a waste of money. But people have to have them.
Yeah. It's true. It's
This
true.
is just a lower price range. It's the same desire. It's just
Same passion.
Same
passion,
It's
yeah.
just- this is for the school teacher, and that's for the lawyer.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
It's just that's the difference. And that's how it is for all this stuff in here. Everybody, every one of these cars, the owner has a story
Yeah.
in their childhood why they have these cars, and it makes sense. And that's just
100% emotional.
Yeah.
pure emotion.
No logic.
No logic, just emotion.
That's right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
true.
Yeah, so all this stuff is just people's past memories
Yeah.
brought into an object, right? They needed that in their life. and it's not logical in many cases. It's like a waste of money. Some of these people do not live in this state.
Yeah.
They live 2,000 miles away, and they come once a year to drive their car. Like under there is a Lamborghini Miura,
Okay.
and that car's never seen the road. It was restored in Italy. We put the engine in and did some finishing things, and that car will never see a public road. It only goes on a trailer. It drives onto the trailer.
Oh, I see. I
Goes
see.
to Monterey Car Week. It gets displayed on the grass. It wins a trophy.
Oh,
and then it
really?
comes back and sleeps.
Okay.
And the owner comes in and sees his car and then flies back home.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't know if that's what someone gets enjoyment from, that's okay. I wouldn't do it myself.
Yeah.
But this person that has this car also has this and that.
Yeah.
That's a V12 old 60s Lamborghini.
Okay.
Those simple little old Benz, but to this person, they're very special cars. To me, it doesn't have any meaning. To this person, this doesn't have any meaning. See? It's just what those memories were.
Yeah.
It's like food. You know, you have a certain dish that your mother used to make when you were 8 years old. It was your favorite bowl of ramen,
Yeah.
or some particular kamameshi dish that she would make. That would be when you had that flavor again. You go right back to that childhood
Yeah,
memory,
it's true.
right?
Yes, you're right.
Absolutely. So it's kind of like that with these machines. It's a memory being brought back, and then they live it. You know, so it's very enjoyable. It really is. What is your? You say it was a magazine? Or
We're
online public. What is this?
we have a store. We have a shop like this. We're doing restoration of classic
okay.
car, and we're selling a car like this. We have sold a lot of the cars and
great.
also restored. We introduce how nice the classic car is on YouTube. And one day the creator, designer of Nissan Z S30 watched this and come to our shop, and I did an interview with him. So
Incredible.
It's incredible. So
now that person is very special to me.
yeah, I think so. He's already 85 years old or like that. So, but I would like to tell him about today's story, because when he making designing the Nissan Z S30, he would like to American people to have make a lot of fun, and his purpose of creating Nissan Z is like half price of Porsche.
Yes.
They can have a fun.
Yeah.
So that's
And
this story.
Success.
Yeah.
And Katayama was the one.
Mr. K, Katayama.
Mr. K, that was here.
Was here.
He was here. He was Southern California,
Okay.
trying to bring something from Japan.
Yeah.
It wasn't successful in the very beginning in the 60s. And then when he could convince the person you met that designed this,
Yeah.
but he had to get the Japanese Nissan, he had to get Datsun to agree that it was something that America wanted. And from my understanding, there was resistance from Datsun. It's like, no, you don't know what you're talking about.
Resistance
You're wrong.
for-
There was resistance.
Okay.
And from my understanding, Katayama was not respected for his decision to come here and for what he was asking for. And then when he pushed his ideas and this car was created,
Yep.
and it was a game changer for the industry.
Game
It was an
changer.
investment
Okay.
for Datsun and upper management.
Yeah.
So if you go, I don't know, I think it was in Yokohama. There's a museum. It's not the biggest one where they have the early Zs,
Yeah.
but they had no history of Katayama.
Oh,
They
okay.
had no history of the Z until the 350Z, Z34.
Yeah.
There was no mention of this car.
Oh, really? In the museum?
So they have all the posters of the history of the
Okay.
car. But everything that that this car represented was not publicly displayed.
Okay.
Almost like it was shameful. I didn't understand that.
I didn't understand either.
Yeah, now, and apparently there's another museum, which I didn't go to, that has all the Fairleigh from the very beginning.
Yeah.
But that was an unusual thing. Like, why do they not have, I mean, this car made Datsun. And,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what brought the company to light. If it wasn't for this car, where would Nissan be?
Yeah.
It would not be what it is today. And what's important to know is the person that you met, that was the chief designer of this model, if that person didn't do that, I would not have had a career for 30 years of my life.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
wouldn't have met. I wouldn't have met my wife. I wouldn't have had the kids that I had.
Oh, okay.
I would have never moved to Hawaii for 19 years and lived there.
Okay.
All of these things wouldn't have happened because that one man. So you can see, and then a manager that I hired from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
He knew he was very low skill when I hired him. He's early 20s, and I hired him. He worked for me. He managed my shop. I moved to Hawaii, and then I sold my Z shop.
Okay.
And then he started his own, which you know as Z Car Garage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Rob Fuller. Have you been to Z Car Garage?
Zika Garage means Z.
San Jose, in San Jose. It's called Z Car Garage in San Jose.
Zika Garage.
Go there.
Okay.
You will see this times 30.
What does
You'll
it mean?
see
Time
tons
30.
of great Z cars.
Okay.
You have to go see Rob.
Okay. Zika Garage.
You need to do that. Just remember that he's 30 minutes from there.
Okay. Zika Garage
Z-Car
in
Garage
San Jose.
in San Jose.
Okay.
Okay, and he's got a great, cool shop. You'll love it there.
Okay.
But his life has been changed. I got into Z's, hired him. Now his entire career is Z's. That's all he does is these cars.
Okay.
Just Z's. And he's known in the whole world. So my life got changed. His life got changed. Someone will take over his business when he gets older. That person's life has changed.
Okay.
From one man. So it's very, very exciting to see how these things unfold.
Yeah.
And over just a bunch of steel and rubber, you know, that's all these things are, right? Steel, rubber, and aluminum. So, very special car. And I have a special place in my heart for Japan. And I only been there one time and loved it.
Yeah.
And but mostly for the food, you know. You can get the best Italian food you ever had in a train station, you know. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a special place in my heart, and for these things as well, you know, because it's something that everybody can afford. Well, it used to be.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not
Now
anymore.
they're so expensive. But everybody could buy one of these for $4,000 or $5,000.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna go back to work, but you need to go see Rob at Z Car Garage.
Yeah.
He will. I don't know if he's open to. I don't know if he's open on Fridays. But if you're gonna be here, when do you? What's your tour? Are you gonna go to Southern California?
Yeah. We are planning to go to San Jose from now because I have to visit somebody. She is living in San Jose.
Oh, okay. I don't know if they're open on Fridays. Let's see if it's. I think maybe it's Mondays. He's closed. Let's see. No, he's open today.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the place. Z-Car Garage.
Zika Garage. Okay.
Okay. You just look them up.
I think it's near from what I visit from now.
Yeah, it's right off of the 101 freeway. It's 30, not even 35 minutes from here. Yeah,
So-
and you'll have fun there.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for
You're very welcome.
telling us the beautiful story. We are glad to hear that.
Had to share it. Had to share it. I mean, I'll pay the price. I'll be at work later to make up for this, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys have a great time. Are you gonna stay a while, or what? You're gonna?
I'm gonna leave for just 5 minutes later. We have to go to San Jose by 1 p.m.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Where in Japan are you from?
I'm from Yokohama.
Yokohama.
It's the same place to Nissan headquarters. Yeah, you know that.
Yeah, it's right. Standing on my
Yes,
car,
yes.
man. Yeah, that's a special little machine right there, man. Those cars are a little bit emotional.
Yeah, it's emotion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a cult following.
Such a cold word, sorry?
Yeah, it's a cult. That car has such an incredible social gathering. There's so many
Social
people
gathering. Yeah.
passionate about those cars.
Yes, it's true.
Right? They have Z-car conventions where there's like 400 or 500 Zs in one place.
Oh, yes.
And they all share the same passion. It's an incredible thing.
Actually, we're going to visit the group of Zika fans from now. It's called Zonk.
Zone is in Northern California.
Northern California, yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You'll have fun with that too.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
So, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
So I'm gonna leave. Thanks for today. Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, bye now.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ted.
Oh, you're welcome. Safe travel.
Thank you. That's gonna be a good memory for us. Thank you so much. I'm gonna leave now.
He's the guy.
No, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. 3500cc のオーストラリアでチューンされたエンジン。So I'm gonna go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please let us know when you come to Japan.
I have no idea. You guys have a card or something?
I exchanged the business card to Ted.
Oh, Ted has.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.